Welcome back to NBS Television. Olivia Nakalembe is my name, and this is still the breakfast meeting. We're still dissecting a number of issues that of course affect day-to-day life, and in this particular segment we are going to be talking about construction. Yes. The Uganda National Association of Building and Civil Engineering Contractors, UNABEC, a 30-year-old non-profit, non-political, member-driven umbrella body that brings together over 422 genuine contractors and other organizations engaged in the construction and contracting sector of Uganda, will be holding a very, very important gathering this particular month. And we want to understand what informed this particular gathering, in form, of course, of an exhibition, but also what other events precede this particular exhibition. And of course, to break down this particular conversation for us, first on my immediate right is Mr. You will forgive me about, the pronunciation of these names, but I will go with Mr. Kala, and he's the General Manager, Tembo Steels. We're pleased to have you here.
Thank you.
But of course, we are not forgetting to balance this out, on the bit of gender. We have Miss Kiara Binta, and she is the Secretary, UNABEC. We are pleased to have you here.
Thank you.
First things first. Why is the element of construction very central in Uganda's context, but of course for the bigger picture of economic development? Mr. Kale.
Thank you. Good morning. It is a pleasure to be on the UCIFE event on the morning breakfast. The construction, when we talk about, I represent the Tembo Steel. We are existence in Uganda from last 23 years. The only company who is 0 to 100% all their product made in Uganda. We make our steel from iron ore, which is a plenty in Muko Kabale, and we make it to sponge iron, and we make it to the final product. So we can say, proudly, the Tembo Steel has fulfilled the dream of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, that the company which has to do 0 to 100% made in Uganda product. So we are, and we proudly say we are the future of the nation. When we talk about the construction, construction is globally it is increasing, and as far as in East Africa and Uganda also is a part of that, where you can see the construction segment is keep growing. Now the era of having those small buildings, those raw houses, to now the big building, it has come. So this event, when I met the NEPSEC, it is a very key event which we are going to, and we are very, very proud to be an official partner of that event, because these 450 members are the key engineers who are looking the future of this country, and they are promoting the product, not of course steel, paints, cements and whatever. So when we had the meeting with the NEPSEC and we say, yes, can you come on the board? We say yes. Being very realistically the step which Tembo Steel is taking, having this, we are very, very happy to be on the board in NEPSEC. And construction, when we talk about, we are capacity of 1.8 million ton per annum, and we do that in our 2 plants in Lugazi and Iganga. Recently we have launched TMX, which is the key part of construction industry, and our bars are again and again focus, it is made in Uganda, proudly Ugandan product.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Kalaba. Maybe just a correction. This particular forum and exhibition that I have been speaking about in the introductory remarks is not going to take place this month. It's actually slated for December, and that is the 14th of December. Let me head over to Miss Kiara. We want to understand, as UNABEC, why is it so central to amplify the construction voice?
Thank you. I'm Mrs. Kiara Binta. I'm a board secretary at UNAPSEC. I'm also a legal manager at Dot Services, who is a major sponsor of the event, just like Tembo Steel. And I think that because Mr. Manish rightly said, the construction sector is growing, and in Africa we are entering a construction boom that the rest of the world has already kind of gone through and now Africa is becoming center stage for that construction boom. So as UNAPSEC, we realized that the construction sector in Uganda itself, it contributes about over 12% of the GDP. And so we are a major player in this country, but we realize that we lack a platform where we can come together as stakeholders, as industry players, as influencers in the macroeconomics of this country. So we needed a platform where we could come, discuss the emerging trends, discuss the issues that concern us as a sector, and also let our voice be heard, because when you come together, you amplify your voice more. What I didn't mention also is that UNAPSEC is a member-driven association. So we derive our validity and our strength from our members. So the fact that we saw this gap and we've been around for 30 years. It's also our 30-year anniversary. I needed to mention that. So as we were thinking around what can we do at our 30th anniversary, we decided it's a good time to launch a platform where the players in the sector can come together, and that is how the Uganda Construction and Infrastructure Forum and Exhibition was born. So it was born from the idea of being that we're at 30 years, what can we do to make this sector grow in leaps and bounds?
Okay, I do understand that this is going to be the first time the Uganda Construction and Infrastructure Forum exhibition will be taking place. And just like you said earlier, the theme for this particular year is celebrating UNAPSEC's 30 years of shaping Uganda's construction industry. I would want to know from you, let's begin on the bit of the exhibition.
Yes.
Who is going to be a part of this exhibition?
Thank you. You're very right. This is our inaugural exhibition and forum for the construction sector, and we welcome everybody, especially for the exhibition. We are welcoming all Ugandans, because you see, the main consumer of our products and our services, final, is the Ugandan. So we welcome everybody who feels that they need to learn something from the construction, to get to know about the products like the steel that he's talking about, locally made. So the exhibition is open to the public. We welcome people who are in the services sector, the services that support construction, like cement, like steel, and everything in that regard. We welcome people who are into what they would call landscaping. If you're a landscaper, if you're an engineer, if you're even just a homeowner and you want to know why is my wall cracking and what could I do about that in this rainy season. You see sometimes the walls begin to bulge. There's someone with a solution to that, yes. So we are welcoming exhibitors to come, people who want to showcase their products, their services that are within the construction sector, that support the sector, to come. And it's, of course, for the exhibitors, it's at a fee, a very affordable fee. We shall be at the Kololo airstrip for this function from the 14th to the 17th of December. But to the general public, people who are coming just to go through the exhibition and look through the products, it's free. So all are welcome to come and be with us from the 14th to the 17th. The exhibition runs for the 4 days. So yeah, our interior designers, everybody is welcome for this one.
Mr. Kala, you're a big sponsor for this particular exhibition, and we want to understand, in your view, why did you have to choose to partner with UNAPSEC?
As I said, we are having the existence of 23 years in Uganda, and proudly when we say we also contribute to all those stakeholders whom they are involved in construction and the development industry. So when this thing has come that 30 years, and here is a Tambo is a 23 years, it's a very good platform to showcase not the Tambo journey, what Tambo has done in last 23 years. And it is a very good showcase to all the people of Uganda, whereby at one platform you can see all the products which are going to be used in your house or making your construction, whether you call it up steel. And why we joined as a Tambo Steel? Because we have very key role in this country to shape the nation. So we are developing together with the nation, people of Uganda. And by the way, this is a Ugandan company. So what we thought, yes, is 23 years of Tembo journey. Same time UNAPSEC, which have a 425 key engineers, and maybe there are more now. And let's join the hand together. We showcase our products. We showcase our journey. We tell the people of Uganda the product of Tembo steel is made in Uganda. Because sometimes we say, I remember 2015-16, Honorable Amelia Chembade put the slogan of Buy Uganda, Build Uganda. But when we say Buy Uganda, Build Uganda, we need to, it is our duty as a private sector to show the people what is made in Uganda and how it is developing, how is shaping the economy of Uganda. And that's the only reason we are a key partner, the major sponsor of this event. Okay. And we are very excited as an entire Tembo and our entire team that how this event will go. And there are a lot of exhibition, not only for the contractor or architects or engineers, it is also very good exhibition for all those upcoming students who are studying in the colleges, how the industry is growing, because development is the key. And Uganda is in development on the East Africa, and we are growing very fast in construction. When we talk about construction, everything comes together, not steel, paint, cement, all those periphery. And such an exhibition, such a platform give a very strong platform to not only the private sector, also the government organization to show their scale, that what we have done. And I also believe that UNAPSEC will continue this event on annual basis.
Okay. Mr. Kala, you're not only sponsoring this particular exhibition and forum, but you're also going to exhibit. What new products or what are you going to exhibit from Tembo Steel?
The Tembo still have primary and secondary, many products we have, but especially for the theme of UCIFE and this event, we are going to showcase the journey of 0 to 100%. How the iron ore from Muko Kabale convert into the final steel. That is the first journey. Second, recently we launched TMX, which is licensed by HSC Germany, and that is a key product in construction. So as a Tembo, we are giving a focus on teaching educating advocating our entire engineers, architects, structural engineers, our new hope which is coming, those engineers who are in college in Makerere or NBS, wherever they come and see, and of course TMX. We are going to show our products, and we are going to show the benefit, and also we are going to tell us how more and more people can benefit from the sector.
Okay. Over to you, Mrs. Kiara. I would want to know, you're coming through as UNAPSEC, not only to organize this exhibition, but there will be a forum as well. What are the key pointers, or what are the key points of stress where you're going to focus this particular forum as you host His Excellency the President?
Thank you. This will be a very high-profile forum where we shall discuss the emerging trends in the construction sector. Okay. Of course, our chief guest is His Excellency, the President of Uganda, but also our keynote speaker is Professor Dr. PLO Lumumba. I think in Uganda and Africa, he needs no introduction. So for those of you who have always just heard about PLO Lumumba, this is where you can come and rub shoulders with him. You know, he's very idyllic and very fundamental in the way that he stresses the need for growth and progress in Africa. So now he's bringing that into this forum so that we see how there can be growth and progress in the construction sector. So we shall have panels where we discuss selected topics that can guide us on how to move the sector forward. And there will be, it's a 2-day forum that we shall be running from 14th to 15th of December. And also we need to charter a way forward as we go into the next 30 years of the construction sector. So there will be some very serious talking points. We welcome everybody interested in that academic, thought-provoking kind of discussion to come and join us, because of course for that one, it shall be paid for. You know, they say that if you give something free, then people will not value it, because we have attached value to this forum because of the speakers that we do have lined up. We have put a fee to it, which is 350,000 shillings to the general public, but to our members of UNAPSEC, they will come free. Our paid up members, you're welcome to come free, but the rest of the public, you will pay just that 350,000 to show that you are committed to progress, you're committed to acquiring knowledge. So I think in a nutshell, that is our forum. It's a 2-day forum.
Okay, before I cross on over to the other product that has been organized on these particular days, Mr. Kala, in line with the forum, what issues would you as a sponsor put forward, or are you as a sponsor going to put forward in this particular forum? We see so many people running, so many constructors actually, or contractors running, you know, for cheap products. But in the very end, they end up paying expensively because we have a number of buildings, you know, getting to break up, getting to fall down on the ground. But of course, in the end, we have also registered some deaths here and there. So to you as a sponsor and to you as an exhibitor in this particular forum, what key messages will you be focusing on?
You see, as a main steel partner of the forum and that exhibition, what we are going to showcase, again, there's repetition that we are going to educate all those contractors and everybody that what is the quality, what you need to choose on the TMX, when you build a building of 5 stories or a high-rise building, what you need to do, what is a perfection ratio of the TMX which you have to put on the use in your construction. The major showcase for this industry for Tambo is to show when you produce the steel which is made from the iron ore, because there are some myth, we don't know that we have plenty of iron ore and we can do steel here. So people of Uganda, our own fellow, they don't know that the steel, which is not necessary when it's cheap, it is bad. No, because it's made in Uganda, it can be a good. So we can use the steel made in Uganda, how we are making this one. Then we are going to showcase all those physical and tensile strength test there, how we test the steel, what is the ratio. So structural engineer exhibition which is there, it is a key for us. Those contractors are key for us to educate them how because industry is growing. And you said very well that when you build a building, we should not have any chance on collapse. As a steel player, we should educate our all contractors, engineers, structural engineers, which to use, what can be the use, and what is the way forward. Because steel is growing, and it's a key segment for the economy, because we are come as a core sector. Steel is a core sector in any part of the economy, and we play a very big role, entire steel industry. And also we are going to educate them, because there's a myth also, that steel is bad. No. There are also other elements which also affect your buildings. So what are the ratios are there? So we are going to collaborate with our partners who are also main sponsor or who are also the exhibitor there. We come together, we sit in a forum, and then we have a Q&A. So let the people ask the question, because there are a lot of things when you read which is not right. What you saw, it is not right. So there, all those industry, I can say stakeholder, exhibitor, and the government people sit together, have a Q&A, give them the answer, and I think that is the way forward for any industry or any exhibition to make it success.
Okay. Before we proceed to, one of those products that has also just been launched or that is yet to be launched on this particular day, 14th to the 16th, for the benefit of those who have just joined us, UNAPSEC is actually prepping for the first inaugural UCIFE. And of course, His Excellency, the President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, will be gracing this particular one. But still going back for the benefit of those that have just joined in, this particular exhibition and forum for UNAPSEC members, you will be able to share knowledge in the construction space. Business opportunities shall definitely be readily available, for you to discover emerging projects, investment and business prospects in the construction sector. But also you'll be able to exhibit and showcase, which is definitely coming through as a marketing tool for all your businesses to a diverse audience, attracting potential clients and partners. There shall also be professional development, of course, coming through from the forum that shall be paid for at just, a fee of about 350,000 shillings. But for the paid up members, it is definitely coming through free of charge. But also for the industry, this particular UCIFE offers a unique opportunity for a knowledge hub. Just like our panelists have already told you, there shall be access to cross-cutting information, research, solutions vital for industry growth. Of course, we are talking construction, collaboration, different partners shall be coming through. And these, of course, will be fostering a collaborative environment where the public and the private sector, plus the academia and civil society, will come together to drive innovation in the construction industry. There shall also be exposure, policy influence, because even those, for example, that sit in committees in the legislature in terms of construction shall also be readily available. And you shall also be inspired. General members of the public, you will be inspired. You could have, say, for example, future prospects to tap into the construction industry. So this is definitely the forum and exhibition to look out for come the 14th of December. Miss Kiara, we do have something different, away from the forum, away from the exhibition that you have organized. It is the inaugural Contractors Run, as well as a blood donation drive. Can you tell us more about this particular one and why you actually decided to make it a part of the bigger picture of the exhibition?
Thank you. As we conclude on the forum, I thought I needed to stress that also at the forum, there would be talks around industry regulation. You talked about the buildings falling, and sometimes we felt as UNAPSEC that there is a lack of a proper regulation within the industry. So part of the discussion at that forum will be to look at industry regulation, sustainable construction. Right now, when you talk of emerging trends in construction, one of them is the sustainable construction. We're going green.
Yes.
How do we go green within construction? Because we know that also we are some of the highest creators and producers of waste. So we need to think sustainability even as we go forward. And lastly, investment opportunities. You also mentioned that. So come and see how maybe you have some spare billions seated somewhere and you want to invest it somewhere. This is a very fertile ground for your investment in the construction sector. As I said earlier, we're going to be experiencing a boom in Africa in the construction sector. So yeah, so over to what you've asked right now about the Contractors Run. It's also inaugural. It will be our first, and after that, annual as well for the Contractors Run. And the theme this year is running for the victims of for accident victims. What informed our choice? I believe that it could be two-pronged. The first prong, of course, is social corporate responsibility. Research has it that the construction sector doesn't do so well on social corporate responsibility. I didn't write that research, so nobody should shoot me for it. But we are trying to see that we make leaps and move in leaps and bounds towards our corporate social responsibility, individually as companies and also corporately as a sector. So that is the first consideration. The second would be, honestly, we are the ones who make these roads. So if the state of the road is a contribution to the number of accidents, I will give us a few statistics. From around 2019, 2020, they said road accidents were at about 14,000. Then 2020, 2021, they went to about 21,000. By 2022, it's at about 25,000. So you can see that it's not anywhere near being tamed. The accidents are escalating. So we felt that we are the road contractors, we are the ones on the ground doing this. So we needed to, humanity really, from the level of humanity, join in the plight of the victims of accidents. So while we were thinking of doing something in the line of corporate social, we decided let's go for the victims of the accidents, because perhaps somehow in the chain of events we played a role, since we are the ones who do these projects. Or even if we didn't play a role, they are consumers of our products. So we feel that we need to be there for them. So that's what informed our choice.
Okay, so Ms. Kiara, we want you to highlight when exactly, on what day, because it's
Yes.
a stretch of events,
Yes.
but on what particular day is it going to take place? Where is it going to take place? Who is eligible for it? Are they
Yes.
paying a fee for it? Where are they getting their kits and, you know,
for the
any of the requirements?
contractors run, of course, we shall be having kits. These kits go for 50,000 full kit, which includes the vest, a bottle of water, and then a phone holder. The full kit goes for 50,000 shillings. If you just want a vest, the rest you feel that you're catered for, that goes for 30,000 shillings. And so all the proceeds will go to supporting the different national referral hospitals in their casualty wards, because we know that's where these victims are rushed to first. And if there's no beds, for instance, there's no material they need to work on these people, then it's a challenge. So we decided we shall support those referral hospitals, national referral hospitals, with beds for the victims, such that they are able to then be catered for in a humane way. Many times you've seen, I'll use Molago as a reference, where you see patients are lying on the floor because the beds are not enough. So that's where we're focusing our efforts. But in conjunction to this, there's also a blood donation drive. You know that accidents, perhaps I can't say the number one, I'm not an expert in there, but we know that blood loss also leads to death. Just if somebody could be able to get blood, then they would have survived. So we are doing a blood drive as well, blood donation. This runs from the 11th all the way to the 17th. There are different points where people can do this. We are trying to make it as accessible to the public as possible. So we will have at Kololo Airstrip, where all the events will be happening. We shall have at Kalere Market, Boise Roundabout. We shall have downtown, opposite Mini Price, Butter. I think there's an arcade there, Mukwano Arcade. So members of the public, we are encouraging you to come and donate blood. You never know, it could be you, it could be your loved one when they need blood at a very crucial time. So let's come out in our numbers, donate blood, so that we can aid these victims at their most critical hour of need. I think that in regard to the blood, to the contractors run and the associated blood donation, that would be it. But also, at the Kololo, remember, exhibitions will be running as well alongside the blood drive. So I needed to give some figures for people who want to have stalls. I will be quoted on this, so I need to be exact.
Sure.
The 6x3 size goes for 4.5 million shillings, and the 3x3 meters, I believe, for space goes for 3 million shillings. So as I said earlier, to the general public, entrance to the exhibition is free. So you can also visit our website, www.unapsec.co.ug, and go to our events page, and all this information is available. We have numbers that you can call. You can call Helen on 0756 84 33 50. That's Helen on 0756 84 33 50. That's if you need to book for exhibition. We're still welcoming sponsors. It's not too late to join our friends Tembo Steel, and I'm sure NTV and NBS and all the media houses will be very happy to have us and all our sponsors, because we are actually very grateful for the partnership that we are having with NBS, working with us all through this event, the preparation. I know it's now trending on many of the socials, and that is thanks to you, our major media sponsor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kiara. Our time is really fast spent. However, Mr. Kala, we'd want you to give us your final message to your fellow sponsors and participants as we approach UCIFE 2023, but also a final message for the audience eagerly anticipating to attend UCIFE 2023.
Thank you. As my colleague, Madam Kiria said, I also want to touch very quickly the subject of green steel making.
It's well, yes.
Yeah, the carbon natural process of TMX, TMT. And we are proud to say that Tambo is the one who is developing, who is propagating the green steel making in this country. I give you just small figure. The Tambo leverage synergy approach of the fully integrated facility that is also environment and friendly, because the electricity which we use, 95% from the Bujagali Dam, this is hydropower. So Tambo knows where we understand the way the steel industry is going, and as a Tambo steel, super compact and efficient manner layout of the capable of the further enhancing the steel making, we are promoting the green steel route, which Tambo is the one who doing. In the world, USA is on 70%, Italy on 80%, Spain 70%, Middle East on 94%, and Slovenia and Uganda, which is Tambo steel, we proudly say it is 100%. Okay. So you ask me what is the key will be in that exhibition. Our chairman and our team, they are going to present the green steel making in that exhibition. And then we have requested the team of the UNAPSEC that we give a session on the green steel, so we make them understand what is exactly green steel, which right now Tambo Steel is pioneering. Your last final message to my all audience and everybody, to everyone attends the UCIFE, get ready for the immense experience, join the hand with the UNAPSEC, UCIFE, all our partners, explore the possibilities, collectively build the future, and Tambo Steel is very proud to be a steel partner for this event. We can't wait to connect more on the event, and I only say, let us connect together and make a future of, we develop the future of Uganda. And lastly, we always say our main slogan is, buy Uganda, build Uganda. That is the key for this event. Let's come together and shape the nation.
Okay. Ms. Kiara, your last remarks to everyone watching us.
Yes, thank you. I would like to start by appreciating this opportunity that you availed us to come and speak to the nation concerning this forum and concerning our association, UNAPSEC. My last shots, really parting shots, are to call out to the members of the public to come and be a part of this forum. It's inaugural. Many times people like to jump on things because they see that it's catching a lot of fire, but come and be a part of us from the beginning. The inaugural contractors run the inaugural UCIFE. We are very honored to have our line minister be our chief runner. We thought it's very honorable to see that he comes and he flags off these inaugural events for us. We are very grateful for that as well. But also, we are entering into peak festival season. We encourage the general public to use the roads safely, and also to come and donate blood at our blood donation drives, and to come and attend the forum as well. It will be very thought-provoking. We call upon players, if you feel that you're a major player in the construction sector, do not be left out as we go into this season of the UCIFE Forum. And to our members of UNAPSEC, we wouldn't be without you. We thank you for walking this journey of 30 years with us, and we look forward to doing another 30, 50, God willing, years with you. Of course, I am not without a head. The association has a president, and I would like to, on his behalf, extend our invitation to all the members of the public and the members of UNAPSEC to come out in your numbers, so that we can have a voice, so that the construction sector doesn't just be in the media when buildings have fallen and people are saying engineers. Let us come and they hear us for good, and they see that we are indeed, let them feel our 12% of the GDP. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Binta Kiara. And just like you have heard from her, she's actually confirmed to us that this particular event is going to be an annual platform for industry professionals and other stakeholders to gather and exchange ideas, share best practices, and address critical industry issues through key speeches, panel discussions, and networking opportunities. For you in the construction industry, and you as well who is thinking to potentially invest in the sector in the nearby future, this is your opportunity that actually comes once. Olivia Nakalembe is my name. We have come to the end of this particular discussion, but do stay glued to NBS television, because we have better and much more programming coming your way. For now, it's a bye from me.